Hi there, welcome to Guitar Centric. Now, today we thought between the two of us we've got a decent collection of PRS guitars, from sort of the SE range to all the way up to Jonathan's couple of nice custom 22's. So we thought we'd have a demo and just play through them with clean, distorted tones and see what you think.
So, starting with the SE range, I was playing a SE Tremonti, the new signature version of his, which is the 2018 model, and it's kind of based on his custom series one with the treble net, as you can see. And yeah, that guitar sounds gigantic. I totally love it. It's one of the cheapest of the range of that sort of SE range. But it plays so much fun. It's just so much fun to play.
It sounded amazing as well. Like, it sounded so chunky, and so when we're doing clean, when we were doing dirty and lead and rhythm, it just sounded great. Like there was nothing where you think, oh, that one lacks a little bit there, but it sounds great there. All of it sounded great. So that one I was really impressed with that one.
Yeah, it's definitely a very fat guitar, and it's weighty too.
Yeah,
but
it looks weighty.
It certainly is. Yeah, but build quality wise, I mean, I'd have to put it on a par with the USA ones I own. It's that well made, and it's that much fun to play. I can pick up the USA one and the SE, and they are as much fun to play as each other. It's not like, oh, I'd rather play this one or I'd rather play that one. They both have such strengths in different areas. They're as awesome as each other, I think. And so then I played Adam's SE Custom 24, which is surprisingly slinky feeling. The neck on that, it's a really kind of like it's quite shreddy.
It is. It's a love. I mean, I like playing it. It's got a lovely neck. I have changed the pickups on this. So with the Tremonti, we were stock. With this one, I put some Iron Gear hot slags in, which I found were just a little bit more bitey. And I think as a listener to this and listening to how it sounded, I think it definitely lacks when it comes to the clean on the treble pickup. It sounded quite nasal.
Yeah.
And the cleans were good. Like I think in the middle position and the neck position were good. I preferred the Tremonti actually on the cleans. I preferred the Tremonti. And I think it sounded good distorted. It's good all rounder. Again, it just sounds great all round. I mean, to be honest, they all sounded great.
Yes.
I like the sound of all of them, and we weren't using anything special after the guitar. We were just going through a Line 6 DT50 in a Mazer setting and a Fender clean setting. So we weren't doing a ton to it, and it sounded great. And then obviously we went to the big boys, the American Custom 22's.
Yeah, and they obviously, there's a big jump in price there. I mean, the SE Tremonti is the cheapest of all of these, and then the Custom 24 is like another step up. And then you go to the USA models, and fair enough, they're a few years older. The blue Custom 22 is from 2003, so that's a fair bit older. So it's like not really we're not comparing the specifications or anything like that, just sort of showing the differences. And the blue Custom 22, that's got a very sort of very fat sound in the neck, but I find that it's more of my lead guitar. That's one of my favourite lead guitars to play, and it does rhythm stuff great, but it's one of those kind of like guitars that you just like to wail on all night.
Yeah.
Kind of same with the Custom 22, the Tobacco Sunburst one. That one, because it's got a different bridge on it, it's got the Stoptail like wrap over bridge. I don't know if you heard it, but it kind of has a different sort of resonance. I found it a bit brighter, perhaps a bit harsher, not necessarily in a bad way, but just a bit harsher in the highs on the distorted sound. Yeah,
completely. When you went up the neck on the lead, it kind of almost had that. When you use like a fuzz pedal, really, it had that little like screechiness. Yeah. So it was a lot harsher. My favourite out of those two is probably the blue one.
Okay, yeah.
I think is one the clean. It was more of a balance. I like guitars to do everything. Like I go through phases of my guitars. I don't necessarily like to think that this one I use for lead, this one I use for this. I'd like to pick up a guitar and almost do everything on it, which is bad of me in a sense, because there's a lot of different tones that I could, if I specialise, I could get a lot of extra tones. But for an all-rounder, that blue Custom 22, fantastic. It sounded great. And again, the Tobacco Sunburst, it just sounded a little bit thinner. I probably, out of all of them on the cleans, in the middle position on the clean, that was probably my favourite.
Yeah, it's really sparkly. I like that. Yeah, it's one that I always enjoy, just sort of like playing his signature clean riffs on. The real sort of lots of open strings, and it sort of gets this nice sort of bright, chiming, colourful sound to it.
Yeah.
And especially with with those pickups, it's just got a real sweet chewy sound.
Yeah, sweet and chewy. Excellent, like a Snickers.
Yeah. But not great if you're allergic to nuts.
No. I hope you've enjoyed these. I mean, we're kind of comparing the guitars, but really we're sort of showcasing the tones and the collection, and just hearing these PRS guitars. For me, I love PRSs, and since I bought a PRS, sort of, I've never really looked back. It's not one of those, you know, you have your guitars, you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll move this on at some point. I wouldn't. I love it. I have changed it, and again, I mean, all I got was a little bit more output from these pickups. The actual PRS stock pickups in there, as you can probably hear in the Tremonti, they're great. They're just great for an SE. And I think there's a lot said about the factories they come from as well. It's a great factory. I think it's where the Chapman guitars are made as well nowadays. The quality control, the necks on them are great. The American ones, everything. I mean, I'm sounding like Tony the Tiger. They're great. But no, I love these guitars, and they're fantastic, and they're a pleasure to play.
Yes, they are a pleasure to play, and I hope that this demonstration just kind of gives you a feel for how, like, across the price range, there's still great guitars in, you know, every price range, basically.
Yeah, completely.
And they, like I said before, they're just as enjoyable to play as each other. So have a go.
Well, thank you for watching Guitar Centric. Please tell us what you think. Like, subscribe, watch our other videos, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.